Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today, I'll be reading When You Make Them Flustered by Lovely Black on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Midoriya. You gave him a kiss on the cheek while you passed him by. Just a little show of affection, since you had just started dating. But Midoriya got very shy and flustered over it. His face went through all shades of red as he stared ahead in confusion, flustered beyond belief. And before you knew it, his newly manifested quirk, Black Web, was going around all crazy, and the rest of the class was hiding underneath the desk. You had went again to get Shinzo to stop him, and Izuku stayed back at the dorms for the rest of the day, wallowing in embarrassment. But you had made it up to him when you went back, giving him a mug of hot chocolate when the two of you were alone, and wrapping your arms around him, pulling him close. He was adorable, and you would be lying to say that you didn't want to do this again. Just once though, only once. Bakugou. It was honestly the funniest thing to see. I mean, for the Baku squad at least, since you were friendly with the group, and Bakugou could tolerate you. He was so full of it. He actually liked you. During sparring is when his quirk acts up. It's just that he gets so close to you, and sometimes his mind wanders elsewhere. To put it plainly, he finds it hot when you fight, your strength and skill alone. He finds it attractive as hell. Your quirk, too, was simply the icing on the cake for this boy. Bakugou, why'd you stop? No reason. Just shut up. His face would also get slightly red. He can't believe he just stopped sparring like that. Hey, Baku, are you sure you're right? Your sudden closeness from your previous spot startled him. Your hand placed on his bicep in a comforting manner, looking at him worried. Just from your sudden touch, not only did he jump at the sudden skin contact, but sparks started to emit from his hands from the butterflies coming from his stomach. Katsuki, are you sure you're right? I gotta go. He stormed off, embarrassed from his little outburst, and you just stood there, confused on what had just happened. Todoroki. He didn't know why his quirk acted up when you were around. His tongue would get fluttery, and then boom. His left side was set aflame. Raging fire and raging hormones. They go hand in hand. In the common room, you, Stero, and Todoroki sat on the couch, talking casually. He sat to the right of Todoroki and began to get comfortable. Without much thought, you laid your head on the boy's shoulder, listening to the conversation the two boys carried out. When Shouto felt a sudden weight on his right shoulder, he looked down to see you smiling so softly at him. You looked so adorable that he began to feel his face warm up from the blush rushing to it. Seconds later, as his body stiffened, his left side flared up. Shouto, what the hell? Are you alright? You said. Well, Sarah just gave him a look. He could tell what was going on. Poor baby just burned the half of his shirt. Excuse me, I need to take care of my shirt. He just wanted to die there and then. Kirishima. His quirk wasn't that noticeable when it acted up when he was flustered or excited around you. Luckily for him, because it acts up for the worst. He was such a happy boy. You around him made him happy, and as he was very emotional, his quirk would activate when he reached the very top of his imaginary happy meter. It wasn't that hard when you were around. His hands usually tended to harden the most, but he's used to hiding it so well that you would never know. Kaminari. He was too much. He would keep on continuously short-circuiting. You could just smile at this boy, and he would get sparks on the outside and the inside. And you touch him in any way, and he short-circuits. And it gets even worse. When you respond to his pickup lines or flirty comments, then the whole class will get caught up in the mess. Everyone would get electrocuted then. And later on, they would beg you not to answer him and to ignore him when he flirted with you in the middle of the class. Seriously, no one wanted that again. And Aizawa had to be extra aware for it not to happen. All I did was wave at him. Why did he short-circuit again? And on the other hand, the Baku squad were having the time of their lives. Sero would use his quirk to fidget sometimes. Just a little bit of tape, he cuts it off. It keeps going on forever. And when he was really nervous, you would find some tape stuck on his fingers, or in his clothes. Really, that was all of it before he knew you. He was mostly a chill guy. Well, was. That one time, when he gave him a kiss after school, he ended up making tape that reached his leg. And when you laughed at his flustered state, even more tape came out. And he stumbled over himself trying to get it off while you laughed, eventually getting down and helping him out of it. Now, it was not so inconvenient when it was just the two of you. But when it happened during class, and the tape ended up reaching one of his classmates, that was when it got inconvenient. And one time, he accidentally taped Aizawa when he called his name while he was looking at you. He got so embarrassed and shy that he didn't know what to think. So, he accidentally taped him to the board. And ever since then, you had been careful with Sarah in public affection. You really didn't want him to get in trouble because of you. And he appreciated that.